Hello, everyone. This is Eddie, and I'm adding a new message to my collection of messages I've got written out here so far. This one was done back in June. If I'm not mistaken, it was the back in the 18th, the later part of June, I guess you could say. It's called Trials Are True Test of Faith, and like I said, when I wrote this, it was back in June, so I'm coming at with the video now. It's a couple months later, but just to let everybody know, things have improved from quite a bit from what they were, and this is just a reminder, just to remind everybody, hey, we all go through trials. You're not alone, and just like the song goes, hold on a little bit longer, help is on the way. Even though it may not feel like it is, but it is. I mean, you do. You pray to God and you ask Him for help. It may not come just like that. It may take a little bit, but don't worry. Just hold on. Believe and pray. Help is on the way. Alright, trials are true test of faith. As I write this today, I'm feeling broken inside. Past few days have been met with constant fighting and misunderstandings. I hope this will go to someone who can use it. I have been met with names such as Mr. Holy Man and Preacher Boy, among other insults due to my change of life perspectives, and overly trying to fix something that a past version with my voice and looks messed up. And before I go any further, I am going to add, there have been more names added to this list. The fake A blank blank Fred Flanders and the next Jim Jones. I'm sorry, honey. I don't drink Kool-Aid, and I ain't making anybody else drinking Kool-Aid. No offense to anybody out there that has, my heart does go to anybody that was had anybody affected in the mass suicide out there. It was very sad. But I am not anything remotely close to Jim Jones. I am not a holy man. I'm not a preacher boy. I was not called to God to preach. I was called from God to promote goodness in the world and to admit my mistakes and try to help others not do the same things I did, I feel. And if God has a different plan for me later on, maybe to preach one day, He'll call me. Not somebody down, here trying to give me an insult, or something, trying to predict the, future or whatever. As far as preacher boy goes, I'm not a preacher boy. Anyways, that's another story for another day. Anyways, we'll go back into the message here. Yes, I found God. Yes, I used my past experiences to try to educate others, to help someone who may be considering going down the same road I almost went down. Out of all this, when I lay my head down at night to sleep, I'm still human. I still have a human body, human feelings, human emotions, human senses. I am far from being perfect. No one ever said being a follower of God will be easy. The key words, will be easy, because it is not. Here recently, I have failed miserably. I've given in to pettiness, given in to self-destruction due to the person the negativity is coming from. I've given in to doubting my faith. I've given in to questioning God, considering if all this is worth it. Your trials are different than mine. No one's is the same. We all feel and handle things differently. But the more I write, the more I'm starting to see a way out. And it's not suicide. I need to walk away from something that I've been trying to push for. Practice what I preach. Not everybody is going to be accepting of what I do and how I do it. Hey, and that's okay. That's okay, What may work for me and somebody else may not work for you. That's fine. It doesn't have to. But, at the same time, I still feel that, you shouldn't down me for what I do because you don't agree with it. I don't, publicly bash you for the things you believe in or don't believe in or whatever. And that's okay, though. That's okay. But it's time for me to fly. I'm ready to walk away from a losing game. Tired of fighting a losing battle? It's going to hurt, but it's something I need to do. I've been holding on to a past version of someone I used to know, not who they are today. Yeah, a past version of myself put them there, and I have apologized and tried to make it up as much as I could. But I mean, if we could rewind time and change things, the world would be full of so much crazy, it's insane. No one would learn anything. Everyone would want to repeat the past mistakes because all they'd have to know is they had to hit that little button and go back and then do it over. All I know is I'm ready for this trial to be over. So I ask whoever believes in the faith of God to please pray for me. I don't like to ask for things like this, but I need some uplifting and positivity in my life right now. I'm sick of the negativity. So please pray for me, and if you or someone you know needs prayer, put it in the comments. We'll all pray together. I'm asking you all to put your faith to the test. Let's see if we can get things moving. I'm tired of being stuck. Everyone has something they would like to see God take care of. I personally myself need strength, ability, guidance, and wisdom to overcome this horrible place I have let myself fall into. What's yours? Problems, testimonies, happy, sad, whatever you have, unspoken requests, we'll pray for it all. Does not matter. The more the merrier. I need something to believe in again. I believe the power of God. I believe we can make a difference. Urging you all to join me. Doesn't have to be a particular time and place. If you believe in the faith of God, let's put it to the test tonight. Always remember, you're not alone, even though the devil likes to make you think you are. Peace and love be with you all. Let us pray. Alright, I'm going to pause it here and just kind of get over, a little of the backstory. Yes, thanks to, the Almighty up there, I got through that trial. And it took me a little bit longer than what I expected to finally let go of what I was holding on to. But, with, whoever prayed for me, I thank you for that. And whoever didn't, I still, I still pray for you. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to boast. I'm not going to go in here and boast and say that you need to pray for me because I prayed for you. No, that's not how it goes. No, that's your choice. You want to pray for me? That's great. If you don't, that's fine too. But I'm still going to continue to pray for you. Not because it's making me look more holy or whatever. No, because it's the right thing to do. Love one another. Pray for one another. Uplift one another. That's what it's all about. But I'm just glad this trial was over and moved on to another little storm or something here. But that's what we expect. But in another message that's coming up, it's called "Every Storm Runs Out of Rain," and that's the way it is. Every storm does run out of rain. Day to day, I'm still in a small battle that I have put in the Lord's hands. And when He decides that it's time to do what is necessary, I will do it. But until then, it's in His hands, and I'm letting Him fight the battle, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I'm going to end this with this, don't be afraid to reach out to pray. I don't mind praying with anybody. I've prayed with the immediate people, especially when this first happened. I was looking for anybody and everybody that would, want to pray with me. And it was a blessing, and it, made things move a lot smoother, a lot faster. But like I said, I'm here for anybody that needs you. No matter what kind of trial you're going through, don't be afraid to reach out. You're not alone. And as I always say, peace and love be with you all, and good night.